My name is Lynn Howard, and I am the author of Music Madness, and this is something I really want to share with you. A little bit about myself first, just generally. My early career was varied, and I certainly wasn't in music until the last 30 years. And then I began working in music and actually helping repair music programs that had kind of slid down to nowhere. I did 8 different programs, including New Zealand. And while I was in New Zealand, I had the opportunity to be part of a think tank in the country to deal with 13 and 14-year-old students and to create the curriculum for them. And I picked up some real interesting pointers and some new approaches to music that I had not faced or dealt with before. Coming back to the States, I actually picked up some more ideas, and I came across then some things to put into a general music program that stresses creativity, stresses things that we deal with in school like note-taking, outlining, portfolios in 6th and 7th grade. So Music Madness is an assist for you as the teacher to help you to make a program that not only helps the school in various areas, but also the students enjoy and you will enjoy. It's no large text, but it's very flexible and it's very, very complete. Let me illustrate briefly some of the things about the book. Let's begin with listening. The listening chapter is the first active chapter in the book, and it talks about focus and about closing one's eyes and what do you hear and this sort of thing. It also talks about silence a lot, and it's something you could almost share with the other teachers in the middle school too, because they have these same kind of problems, and it helps you deliver cues in how to gain the students' attention within your classroom as well. The second chapter is probably the key chapter in the book. It's the graphic composition chapter, and it rotates around graphic composition. I really encourage you as the teacher to look in the appendix and use the appendix as your source of information, because I've put in there several illustrations of graphic composition, including a student one, where the students actually devised it and performed it. These things are very, very important for you to know too. And the key to graphic composition, the thing that you need to remember, is that it deals with the attributes of music. It deals with rehearsal, with choosing a conductor, with actually creating the music lines, timing aspects, all sorts of different situations, and is very, very special. One of the things that I thought was really special is we recorded everything. In the recording, when we first began, everybody was very, very quiet. They had to be quiet with the recording. But well into the course, they started to applaud as people did that, and they discovered, before I did actually, that recording is a performance too. And so they did that without fearing it, without thinking about it really, and did it well. The key then to creativity was also the analysis afterwards, and these are things that you can look into. You can see how you have to analyze with them emotions and various things about the music. History is one of the parts of the book that actually takes and goes into some of the schoolwork approaches, but it's positioned in a place where it's very advantageous and works well. And my history starts at Baroque period and goes up through the 1970s. I really focus quite hard on Bach and Mozart and Beethoven in the early stages. But if you desire other portions and you feel strongly about various types of music, use them. They fit. That's a flexible program. And communication is very important here. You know, what about the composers? Were they real people? Did they really exist? And these types of things can be answered and dealt with in that. The next portion of the book is called Music in Our Lifetime, and what it talks about, and it's again another really great section, because here you have advertisements and the effect of advertisements on society, on us, and our culture. And you have creativity also in the students getting a chance to work in pairs or trios and create their own advertisement on a product with their background music. Very much fun. They really enjoy it a lot. Another way we discuss music in our lifetime is with musicals. I take West Side Story and I take Wiz, but you are welcome to take anything you would like to use there for that, and talk about the use of music in those musicals. Very, very important factor. Music activities, and the section there is a very short section, and one that I didn't spend a lot of time with, because you as the teacher, you have different games and different things that you do in the classroom, and I encourage you to use those still. I still use some rhythm types and so forth. And going through that and epilogue and biography, I come to the section which I really think is terribly important, is the appendix, because the appendix is so helpful and so important for you. For instance, when you do creative work, when you do graphic composition, you need to really look at the examples and take a look at what Penderecki wrote for an entire orchestra, for instance, in graphic composition style. And so these things are used and very serious. You know, the way to sell some of this program, particularly graphic composition, is to realize yourself and to be very serious about it. And the kids pick it up, the students pick it up, and they will follow that cue. I have photos in the back. I have even sample schedules. I've done a sample scheduling of a beginning week, a middle week, and a final week of dealing with this sort of thing. And it can be toned to quarters, to semesters, to trimesters, to entire years, whatever you happen to have in the way of general music. That's one of the really, really nice thing about it. Those are the key portions then of the handbook of Music Madness, and you need to realize it's not expensive, it's not gigantic, but it's flexible, it's usable. See, I have a copy here. I can flatten it out, I can use it, I don't need to cut the pages out, I can take it just right the way it is. It's been tested with students, we've used it with students, and it's not for specialists only. It's for people who are interested enough in music to go to it. And it's help for you, the teacher. So let's keep music alive.